Hey, I'm Ivan, DevOps engineer, and I'm gonna start with the DevOps challenge that you guys sent over. So I already cloned the repo and I have it locally. I started the Docker. I think I am ready to start with the challenge. Let me see. And I also downloaded the private SSH key. So what I also did was I downloaded and I wanted to put it, but I decided to put it in. I just want to drop it here. Okay, let me check now. Yeah, so what I understood from challenge 1 is that I need to deploy the Terraform using my local machine to the target machine, so I need to deploy it via SSH. Let's do that because I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. Also, I have MobiX term ready to sign into the SSH as well. So this is the key. I think I'll need to do this, and then I think the server IP Ivana sent it in the and the username I think it should be root, right? I don't think it's mentioned, so I will assume it's root. Okay, and this could be not example. Okay. I also saw that you guys created a shell script, so I'm gonna use bash. And the first run will do the build, so I'll just shell bash. And this should build the Docker image and then show me inside. Yeah. Okay, so now I think I can continue with the challenge. Let me just read it one more time. So deploy the stack. Okay, deploy the local machine. You can restore the node container. Okay. Install the tool. Yeah, I'm planning to install K9S if that's not present in the environment. Once you're done, please properly exit all the sessions and close. Sure. Okay. Okay, let's see. So now I think this is the connection. I think I can just try to apply. Let's see. No, wait. So as I understand, this will create 4 node cluster, 1 control plane, and 3 worker nodes. That's what it said in the 4 nodes. Okay. I think it should be ready to deploy, except if I have issues with this, but let's see if that works. So we have an issue. At this point I think I want to connect to the virtual machine because I think this is an issue. It tries to copy them over and then tries to execute and it's complained that it cannot find them, so I want to look inside. I'm quickly gonna configure the host was. Let me check. Okay, this is that, and then that, and then I will specify root as the user. Yeah, nice. Yeah, my name is inside. Nice. Cool. So I don't see anything in the view, but I will still try to do a view. Copy the. Is there a view? It's not there. Okay. So I see the file is here, so that's weird. Yeah, I've suffered enough with the DOS. I think it's the file format that needs to change. I just set that to equals X and then save, but that needs to be done on my local machine and not in the VM, I guess. So I think, I think it can be done through the Visual Studio right from here. Yeah, we'll change those and save the files. And this as well. File format is for Windows, and I think that's the problem why it gives that issue. Let's try again. By the way, I'm working on my second monitor because I'm on a laptop and it's only my second monitor active. I just want to make sure that I show that as well. So this works. It runs the nice. Let me go over once again the challenges. So the first challenge is again you can install any tool you're missing and configure the machine in any way you see necessary. Sessions you should use Docker to connect individual cluster nodes. Okay, connecting to that should work with kubectl. Personal user account can run kubectl commands test against the current cluster context. That's nice. Do we have kubectl installed already? Yeah, it's installed. Yeah, nice. So I guess this was executed and then it's just executing the last script and that's it, since all the... Nice. And this is interesting, it called down the nodes. Huh. And in the meantime, maybe I can already install K9s. I don't have... This is still ongoing. Do I have K9s? No. Okay, so this is deployed. We'll come back to this in 1 second. I really want to install CanNS. It makes my life so much easier instead of using the kubectl commands. Just unpack it. Nice. Okay, so we have the nodes and two are cordoned as I saw. Interesting. Let's see what was the challenge 2, and I think, judging by this, I think I'm done with challenge 1. Let's pop the... I'm finding it interesting and cool. Never mind. So the second challenge, I need to find a deployment, task to deploy them and crash it, okay. Spaces. T2, right? Yeah, T2. Okay, so one is pending, one is crashed. Okay, I need two healthy, of course. So I'm interested in the one that is already assigned to the node. It's successfully assigned, and then it has an issue with the volume. That is interesting. I see that there are limits on how much memory it can use, on how much it requests. So, to be honest, I think 1 kilobyte is frankly small, but let me also check the nodes. Yeah, this one. I believe if I scale the memory limits, that should fix the problem. 1 sec. And this is a deployment, and it's just two replicas. I'll do, I don't know, 128 megabytes. Let's see if this works. Now also delete the pod. I want a new pod to be scheduled, but not. Thank you. Yeah, that is fixed, and then I see another issue. So there is an infinity rule on the pods, I assume. Let me check that as well. I would look into the deployment. I think that would be easier. This crank that locks you with. Let's see that. So basically there is affinity rule. I see. So it only this labels, yeah. So how I understand this is that it only allows the pod to be scheduled to one node, and the same pod cannot be scheduled to the same node. So it's one pod per node with the label task 2. Am I correct? Anti-affinity required schedule label. Yeah, I think that's the case. Let me see. I think that is the problem with the nodes and being cordoned. I need to, because it probably on the control plane it cannot schedule anything. It has a taint. So just uncordon one node to see if that works. There it is. Okay. Nice. One sec. Oh, this is right. Working. So do healthy. Nice. And then the challenge 3. It's a bit bigger than the previous one. Let's see. In the namespace T3, you'll find the deployment task 3 containing a standard Nginx server. Modification must be done using Terraform in a new file called Terraform and then applying Terraform. Okay. So I need to create a new Terraform file. Let me copy this. Deploy a pod. Okay, so I need to deploy an image. Let's see that the image needs curl, so I need probably a container that supports curl. Okay. First things first, let me see if I can reuse something of your code. So I think we will need the resource to the connection. Of course, I will rename this task 3 port and then close the bracket, and I think we'll still need to be able to create a pod, so remote exec would be nice in it. So which one? Yeah, I can just use this one and then edit it, I guess. Okay. And then I'll just go pods. I'm gonna copy all of this. Okay, so the name of the pod should also change. Right, and that is our, it doesn't matter the name, so it gives me only a label. Okay, give me, yeah, let me also see that I don't need this inline command to delete the deployment, I'll just clean that up. And then also, so I need to do a label, a role, and is it HTTP client? Was it HTTP client? Yeah. Okay, I'll just get this. And I'll just name it HTTP client as well. And as I said, I think I need a curl image, so image docker. Yeah, curl image. I'll just use the latest version. I'm not sure which one is the latest. Latest. And then curl doesn't matter. Let's see the 1 sec. Just the namespace is the default, so I think anyways, not specifying a namespace means that it will go to the default namespace, so I'm not gonna specify a namespace. I gave the label and I gave a curl, and I think one last thing to do is to create sleep command, because pod needs to stay in running state so we can execute it. put the commands, I think. I don't think we need this. Was it command or commands? I think this is fine. Okay. Then I think with the slip, I think we are ready to deploy this. Let's see. Let's see if I do the pod, okay. Yes. The label is, there is a problem with the label. I think it's labels. I'll try that. I think it's labels since. Yeah, that worked. So we have namespace. This is in the default. Okay, so we have the podanic. What was the challenge then? Hand, yeah, of course. So access and do curl. Okay, task 3 and point in the namespace. Okay. So if I try, I assume it will not work if I do the curl. Kubectl exec http client. It's in the default namespace. In English. No, maybe it doesn't have. Yeah. And now the curl. I need to. What was the task? So it's the name of the service, it's task 3, and then I think it's the namespace where you put it, and then all services and local. I need to go this. This is what I was looking for. SVC. So it's the service name, the namespace, SVC cluster local, and I think I need port 80 at the end. Let me see if that works. SVC. So it's not service, SVC, local. Gonna work now because there is a problem as stated in here. Okay. I must identify and using resources. Okay, let's try to figure this out. So let me check the services. But this is not the correct one. I need 3. It's cluster IP. Policies. There's nothing. Plus. Maybe network policies. Let me check that. Okay, so there is a denial policy. I'm wondering if this was also, yeah, that must be inside the research. Then oh yeah, of course. So I could have just, yeah, nice. So this is probably blocking the access to all pods, all access to the namespace tree that match task tree, of course, yeah. Then let's see how do we try it. We must identify. I cannot just delete the policy, that would be too easy, right? So I guess I need to create a new one. So perhaps a new one, and I think it should come from the Terraform, right? So I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. I'll just copy the same policy that you guys created and instead of denial, I'll allow HTTP. And to be honest, I think I want to do it separately, so I'll do another resource. Do it like this, network policy. I'll close it here. And then all of this looks good, but the name will be allow HTTP. Allow HTTP client. That's that. I don't think I need those. I just need the apply command, and then I also need to add the ingress. So basically, let me think about it. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking for this part. I don't think I. Okay, so yeah, I need ingress from and then yeah, I think I will just do the pod selector, match labels, and then a role HTTP client indeed. This is in the same pod selector. Ingress. Okay, let's do it like this. The demo effect. Okay, and then I don't think I need the IP block or the namespace because that will be in the default. So I don't need to select this can be active, and this one is HTTP client. Okay, I think I can redeploy this now. 1 sec, let me check. We need writing any ports. And then the ports should be on the level with the yes, and then I don't think I need the protocol, but it can stay there. And then the port should be 80. Now I think I'm a little bit, I don't need egress. Okay, let me try to do this now. Yes. Okay, so there is a issue. I think maybe the person to the left one. I'm really confused now. This is closed here. This is closed here, and then this is external. One sec. This one I think needs to be moved. One space, one sec. Okay, let me see. So this on the Q apply, right? Yeah. I think this should be it. So provisioner needs to indentation it. Okay, let's try again. Otherwise I'm opening YAML syntax checker. It complains for line 16 and then also line 43, but I think this is the issue line. This one already deployed, so it's line 43. That's closed. Yeah, I'm gonna just ask the bot to check my syntax because I don't want to lose more time. But I don't see anything. Okay, so actually also row and then the issue. That was the problem. Thank you. So, okay, where were we? I deployed now the HTTP client, so let's try the code. It doesn't work. I think I'm using the namespace, but I'm not sure I have it here. But the pod is deployed to the default namespace, so no, it doesn't work. HTTP client. Let me check. Maybe it still needs this flag. Or just put it empty because it's the default namespace, but at which line does it? So it's under the okay, the line of the from namespace. There's a namespace selector. Or default. Yeah, I'll just put it empty. But it should be pointing to the default. So everything in the default, all the pods should access that tree. I think I need to replace now this. Yes. Okay. Namespace selector I have now. Okay, so it was indeed interesting, yeah. So indeed this points to the default, okay. Cool. And with that I think this is make sure your new pod will work. You must have, I think that's done. Challenge 3 is done. Let's do that. Okay. And then challenge 4. So yeah, it's a little bit late. I started mixing my English with Macedonian. So for the challenge 4, I need to create a namespace. Let me see. Exit. Okay. So before, and then I need to deploy a new pod with the following characteristics. Okay. Okay. just use this one as well. Keeps it done. Let me open a notepad. Okay, so we need to create a pod. Now what was this? So it's a hard chamber. And I don't think I need any rules here. I'll call it echo chamber as well. And then image is this one. And then I think I know that this is used for debugging purposes indeed. And shouldn't be done, but I don't think I remember how to. What was the flag? Let me see. So container mode privilege. Privileged. Okay, security privileged. I think I need this. Some kind of pod, and then inside the container, we create under the name. Okay. Okay. Let's this one through and that, and then let's see. Just oh, I think I one sec. Did I deploy to the right namespace? Yeah, because I created T4, so I think I deployed it in default. Now let me fix that quickly. Namespaces default. Yeah, let's delete this, and then on the command. Should fix the issue. This is single T4. Yeah, I have that. So what is the challenge then? Okay. This is interesting. To non-disclosed. I am interested now. Motive written to. Where it is written to. Okay, let's see. So if I Streamer started. Okay, so there's not much to see here, I guess. Create no config function. Okay. And then this is something I haven't seen before. Dev termination log. So I think I need to exec on the pod. Let me do that quickly and check if something is in that file. Clear this, then capacity, exec. And then echo chamber bash. Okay, nice. And then I found also those two strange, but let's first I want to check that. But this would be too easy to be honest if it's this one. Let's see. Of course it's empty. Let me check also those. Not so I want to cat. Doesn't see too much, and I don't think this will see. I hope this is not a secret message. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. This looks. This is we don't have asterisk. I would like to install asterisk. Alright, let me see if I can install this. Install asterisk. And then I'll try to do get install asterisk. Okay, and then I want to do asterisk. What was the pit number? Okay, so asterisk. Okay, so that's the secret one. But that's not complete. Let me press strings, and the strings, I don't know, 500. Okay. So I think we found the secret code. I think this is the secret code. Hopefully it's a secret code. So nice. And then the string is in. I'm not sure I quite understand where it's writing. Right. This, then this is trying to write on a file descriptor, right? So then it has 3 here. So I think the file descriptor 3, but does that exist on then the pod and then for the okay. So the 3 is that one. So this is where it tries to write def null, and I don't think it's possible, and this is like a black hole, so and that's it. I think that answers the question. So I don't think it even has write permissions. But I think that's all the challenges. Well, thank you, and have a lovely evening and a lovely day if you're watching this tomorrow. Ciao.